Kayole market. And most definitely, that is the one place that Fred Ndimuli quite knows well. He'll be telling us all the whole ins and outs. But then, speak of matters, whole ins and outs, and even as Wanji was alluding to, the whole reviving sugar sector will be a key talking point on the 27th and 28th when the president will visit there. But from Bungoma, let's cross over to Nakuru County, and specifically in NAIVASHA, where Willie Dennis Njiru is. Willie, a very good morning to you. It is quite a pleasure to have you this particular morning. I can see it is quite sunny in NAIVASHA. Tell us, how are things today?
Thank you very much, my colleague Stanley Nyaringita, for the opportunity to bring into highlights to our viewers on developments around this place. Indeed, as you said, it's quite a sunny day here in NAIVASHA. We are blessed with sun rays that are good for replenishing our bodies and our bones, that is. But that aside, we have made tremendous steps in regard to the fight against illicit brews. You remember yesterday the Deputy President was categorical on issues on fighting alcoholism in the country, and he just declared his sentiments on all governors that any governor who will not be on the front fight against the illicit brew and the spread of this vice will not be in support of his quest in come 2027. Just yesterday, the police and the administration around here managed to nab 350 liters of ethanol that is used to make these brews. And from the reliable sources, they say at least 1 liter is able to make around 7 cartons. And you remember the small bottles are between 200 and 250 ml to 300 ml. And it's quite sad to see that you just need to mix the two. And then you have these very quick brews, which are not actually good. And as we stand the situation as it is as of now, we have, if my camera person could just pan around, the consignment is just inside there. And later in the day, we are going to have it destroyed. And that will be alongside some other a haul of consignment of bhang that was seized in the same estate, that is Kayole, that is on the upper side of this town along the Nairobi-Naivasha highway. And the police around here have said that this quest is going to be going on in subsequent days to ensure that they curb this vice where young guys are actually languishing into the usage of this quick alcohol, which is presumed cheap, not having the standards of the cabs. And it has been a fight and a clarion call and a cry by women, parents, across the country to ensure that we fight these illicit brews. You remember, these brews have not had a standard test to ascertain their level of alcoholism. If you have, I know you have perhaps come across these bottles, and they always indicate the alcoholic volume. But instead, we have been having these bottles that have been used. Some people go and collect the bottles, waste bottles, used bottles, that is, from the streets, and then from that, they are washed again, and we have these illicit drinks packaged inside with the percentage that is indicated in the bottle, which does not actually coincide with the actual levels of percentage of the alcoholism that is inside the bottle. And the worst case scenario, how adversely it would affect one's health. You remember, humanity a human brain sorry, has millions of neurons, and every time you use drinks, this alcohol, you are destroying quite a fraction, the size maybe of a coin, of neurons that are fundamental for stability and how you make your speeches, how you are able to maneuver your staffs. And every time you take beer, these neurons are destroyed. That is why I would see sometimes somebody is just walking and there's no ditch, and then somebody will just be walking like you are making hoops and skips and staggering along the way, because you are destroying neurons that stabilize you actually. And again, you find some other people, you hold a cup and you're just shaking because you have destroyed part of your neurons that are very fundamental for your stability and your well-being. And then some other people, you'll find them talking sluggishly. For instance, Stanley Nyaringita, that sluggishness actually is just part of the destructions of the neurons. As much as it is said a little wine is good for your stomach and for the digestion, we must limit ourselves to the usage of these drugs, and perhaps this will also be adversely affecting the growth of our economy. Stanley, the government is up to task to ensure that these vices are brought to a halt, and if a consumer has to take brews, has to take standard brews, and which have gone through all measures to ensure that they are fit and good for human consumption. This is part of the stories that we will be bringing up to you, to our viewers later on this day in other subsequent bulletin. But from me here in Naivasha, I will take it back to you in studio.
All right, thank you, Willie Dennis Njiru. Quite a whole elaborate, even biology class.